Better understand what's happening here at Michigan State Capitol, only on WZMQ 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, President Trump accuses Obama of treason as the Justice Department shifts their attention to Jeffrey Epstein associate Ghislaine Maxwell. Plus, the Michigan House Oversight Committee is serving subpoenas to top state officials. We'll have the details. And we have more details on what Negaunee Public Schools is looking for with their proposed sinking fund set to be voted on this August. Your 19 News at 11 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
Good evening, Kevin. We are looking at a few rain showers and thunderstorms as we head through the rest of the night and into tomorrow, too. So expect some warm temperatures. I mean, these kind of look like the high temperatures, but these are what we're looking at for tonight, up to the mid-70s for some, 74 out to Ironwood, mostly cloudy skies. And we are expecting and going to be tracking some more rain. So for the rest of the night, we'll still hang on to some sunshine, but really warm temperatures. Make sure to have that AC going into the mid to lower 70s in the overnight, still seeing those cloudy skies for tomorrow. But we are tracking some more storms for tomorrow, so I'll have a fresh look at your futurecast and 7-day coming up in just a few minutes.
Kelly, thank you very much. President Trump used a press opportunity in the Oval Office today to accuse former President Obama of treason. This comes as the Justice Department has reached out to longtime Jeffrey Epstein associate and convicted sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell about scheduling a meeting. Erica Brown has more.
President Trump welcomed the president of the Philippines to the White House Tuesday, but in the Oval Office, talk quickly turned away from trade, with the president accusing former President Barack Obama of treason, telling reporters he was responsible for leading what Trump has called the Russia hoax in 2016.
They tried to steal the election.
A spokesperson for Obama responded, calling Trump's allegations, quote, ridiculous and a weak attempt at a distraction. President Trump made the accusations against Obama shortly after he was asked about the Justice Department working to schedule a meeting with a longtime Jeffrey Epstein associate and convicted sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell. The president says he thinks it's appropriate that his Deputy Attorney General, Todd Blanche, is reaching out to Maxwell.
He's a very talented person. He's very smart. I didn't know that they were going to do it.
This comes as Speaker Mike Johnson announced he is ending the House session early for summer break to head off Democrats' calls for votes for greater transparency into the Epstein investigation. Among those pressing for more disclosure about Epstein, Kentucky Republican Thomas Massey.
I mean, people have wanted these files for years. And then, the president's staff, administration, his own children, his vice president have promised that these files would come out. And now we're being told it's a hoax. It doesn't wash.
Massey said the lack of transparency is costing the president.
He's eroding his base. More importantly, if we don't take the right side of this issue, it's going to cost us votes in the midterms.
The Deputy Attorney General says the Justice Department expects to speak with Epstein associate Ghislaine Maxwell in the coming days.
Maxwell is currently serving a 20-year prison sentence for sex trafficking. The Michigan House Oversight Committee is using its new subpoena power to request documents and testimony from state agencies. Lawmakers say it's a matter of accountability and transparency. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy has more on the push for more government oversight.
The Michigan House Oversight Committee voted to approve 5 subpoenas Tuesday, requesting documents and testimony from 3 state departments.
Statutorily and constitutionally, the legislature has a very clearly defined position of oversight.
According to committee documents, the subpoenas request internal communications and decision-making records from the Department of the Attorney General, involving a highly ranked Democratic official accused of criminal activity. The committee is seeking to understand why no charges were filed.
If you were to take your own straw poll on this, you would find that most people would believe that we have not done this diligently enough, nor have we done this often enough.
The DNR subpoenas target communications related to feral swine and Canadian goose management. For DHHS, the subpoena calls for Director Elizabeth Hertel to testify about spending and operational decisions.
I think it's important to get them coming in on the record and talking about what they're doing. I think that's a good part of the process, and I think it hasn't happened in a long time.
Oversight committee members say this process helps ensure agencies operate within the law and can inform future legislation. While not directly connected to budget negotiations, lawmakers say the information could be relevant to discussions around state agency funding.
If oversight demonstrates that there's waste and or fraud going on in a department, I would say that appropriations probably would take notice to that.
The committee expects responses in the coming weeks. Any future testimony would likely be scheduled during the fall legislative session. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
A group called Up North Advocacy is touring northern Michigan in support of 3 ballot initiatives. Our own John Truitt sat down with the architects of these proposals and has the details.
Up North Advocacy is spreading the word about fundamental change in the way we vote, fund our schools, and finance political campaigns. They're introducing 3 ballot initiatives, each hoping to level the playing field and stop financial inequalities.
Real people can take the reins and force good change that benefits us and not the wealthy people and the companies that they run.
The first initiative is called Invest in My Kids, a proposal that would fund education.
Invest in My Kids helps tackle that funding issue by charging a 5% surtax on individuals who make over $500,000 a year. And the revenue raised from that surcharge, it goes directly into the school aid fund.
The next proposal would limit the wealthy and corporations from having undue influence in elections.
And what that does is that seeks to end the process of corporations spending millions of dollars in political campaigns.
And the third initiative would bring more choices to voters.
In ranked choice voting, voters get to rank their candidates 1, 2, 3, and if their first choice is someone who has less chance of winning and they end up getting the fewest amount of votes, instead of having their vote get wasted, their vote goes to the second candidate that they choose.
Up North Advocacy will be touring the UP and the northern Lower Peninsula, speaking to grassroots organizations supporting equality for the working men and women of Michigan. In Marquette, John Truitt, WZMQ 19 News.
Up North Advocacy requested their meeting not be recorded due to privacy concerns of those in attendance. A new Michigan law now allows school districts to use its sinking funds towards transportation purposes. Our own Andrew Hand spoke with Negaunee Public Schools about a new millage based around those changes being voted on in just a few weeks.
Negaunee Public Schools are proposing an expansion on its sinking fund millage in early August. The millage proposes advances in security, building reconstruction, other maintenance duties, and a new focus on student transportation.
And that's ultimately the reason that it appears as a new proposal. A sinking fund renewal, because our current sinking fund is scheduled to expire, would require that that language remains the same. And so because we want to add the new element or the new aspect of transportation purchases that is now allowed by law, we have to propose it to voters as a new sinking fund.
If passed, the sinking fund would set aside money over the next 10 years. The millage would annually amount to around 2.45 mils from 2027 through 2036.
The sinking fund is something that gives us predictability and again allows us to take general funds and focus on the most impact directly on student instruction and things of that nature.
Past sinking funds have repaired roofing, windows, flooring, locker replacements, upgraded heating systems, and more. The regular maintenance is crucial to keeping the school district up to date and safe for those involved.
Keeping those things in proper working condition is really essential to the success of our district.
The vote will take place on August 5th in the Negaunee Middle School Gymnasium and is the only millage currently set on the ballot. Andrew Hands, WZMQ 19 News, Negaunee.
Your first warning weather forecast is after the break. Plus, we'll tell you more about the preparations underway for the UP State Fair's return next month. And it's a sad day in the music world as Ozzy Osbourne dies at 76 years old. We'll go over his life and legacy. We're back in 2 minutes.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
Lisa 2025 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 LT2 FL Crew Cab. 4-wheel drive for $382 a month for 36 months with $1,500 due at signing. Or 0% APR for 36 months and $6,000 in rebates. Together, let's drive. Fox Marquette Chevrolet. Experience the difference.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
Looking for a car that won't fall apart on the way home? Bam! Come to John's Auto where cars are clean, run great, and don't smell like french fries. Does your car need a tune-up? Bam! Service department. Do you want your car to sparkle? Bam! Detailing department. Need a quieter sister? Bam! Wait. For the best pre-owned cars, the best service, and the best detailing, come to John's Auto Marquette.
It's that time of year again. It's Christmas in July at Richardson Jewelers, downtown Marquette. Christmas has come early for our customers the entire month of July. It's our biggest store-wide sale of the year, with up to 60% off. That's what I said, up to 60% off. Loose diamonds up to 50% off. Santa has come down the chimney at Richardson Jewelers, downtown Marquette.
Richardson Jewelers. Buckles Party Store. It's where the party starts in Calumet with an awesome beer selection featuring domestic, foreign, and craft brew beer, a great selection of wine, just about any kind of liquor you want, and a great range of tobacco products. Buckles Party Store in Calumet. It's where the party starts for everyone.
Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons on WZMQ 19 News.
From now through July at Fox Marquette Chevrolet, Lisa 2026 Chevrolet Equinox LT, all-wheel drive for $429 a month for 36 months with $1,500 due at signing. Together, let's drive. Fox Marquette Chevrolet, experience the difference.
Now, WZMQ TV 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
Well, Mark, before we look at the showers and storms, we are going to take a look at the fishing outlook. Tomorrow is going to be a 4 out of 4 star day on your Blades Bait and Tackle fishing outlook. It will be overcast and it will be rainy, so if these are great conditions to go fishing, your best times are between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. and then again at 10:45 through midnight. So we are tracking those storms. We have a new moon and it will be a little bit windy too. Winds from the southwest at about 5 to 15 miles per hour. So it's bringing in the moisture, it's bringing in the humidity too. So for the rest of the night, we can't rule out a few showers and storms, but really it's tomorrow that we will be tracking a little bit of a system here, a low pressure system with a line of showers and storms. So we will definitely have that heavier rainfall, could have a few rumbles of thunder in there too. And we do have the risk for some winds. So because of the winds and it being a little bit spotty and scattered through the rest of the night, we could have some power outage issues just depending on how gusty those winds do get. And then once we get the storms in the area, we are looking at that to repeat kind of again for Thursday evening. So we'll have the cloud cover and the showers and the heat for the next few days. This is the Storm Prediction Center's storm risks for tomorrow. Today in a level 1 marginal risk, tomorrow in a level 2 slight. So it tells us that the storms tomorrow likely going to be a little more intense, but still isolated intensity, still looking at some strong winds, possibly wind damage with those power outages, isolated hail, and a limited tornado threat. We'll keep an eye on the circulation definitely, but it is looking like more of a line moving through. So the future rain from now until early Thursday morning, we could see about an inch, maybe up to 2 inches for some areas, especially up to the Marquette area for all the rain that's going to accumulate for the rest of the night tonight and for tomorrow. But if that wasn't enough, again, we're looking at the showers and storms, but we're also looking at the heat risk. So we're looking at some increased heat, that moderate to major risk for tomorrow. So we will have the heat, and this is all just fuel for these storms. So any sunshine that we do get ahead of this line could make things a little bit stronger, and the heat really lingers for Thursday, Friday, getting back down to that minor area, but then the weekend, you see the oranges come back, even some red here. So we'll get a little bit of a break from the heat for Thursday and Friday, but then it does kick back up for the weekend, but likely going to feel nice if you are planning to head outside. But if you are, make sure to have the SPF, not really for tomorrow. The biggest thing is is going to be. Those storms, make sure to keep an eye on the radar and an eye on us. But Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with that heat, the UV is going to be very, very high. And then Sunday dips back down a little bit. But overall, we are looking at very hot conditions, not just for the Upper Peninsula, but really the entire country is going to experience those above average temperatures for the next few days. And even looking beyond that, the 6 to 10 day outlook shows us the same. So humidity, heat, showers, and storms, that's the theme for the next few days. A little bit of a break for Friday as we head through the weekend. We get back to the 80s with lots of sunshine and drying things out.
Kelly, thank you very much. The UP State Fair is less than 1 month away, and that means crews are getting the fairgrounds ready for an influx of visitors. Our Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons tells us more.
The fairgrounds have been bustling this summer, with events like Northwoods Motor Mayhem and the UP Trappers Convention drawing large crowds, and that momentum is set to continue well into the fall.
Over the next 90 days, we have roughly 40 major events, excluding the fair. We're fortunate to have the Great Lakes Logging Congress the second week of September, the Steam and Gas Engine Show on Labor Day, a National Sheep Show later in September, a diverse set of different activities that would likely interest just about anyone.
Amid all that activity, the UP State Fair Authority and its partners have been focused on preparations for the main event August 11th through 17th.
Planning for the week of the fair really does require 51 weeks. We really started capturing the lessons learned of last year's fair, what went right, what maybe we need to improve upon, and started incorporating some of those into our planning really the week after the fair.
Some of those improvements include electrical infrastructure updates in front of the grandstand.
We've replaced a number of our electric utility poles, increased the cutouts on top of the power lines. It's a great partnership we have with the city of Escanaba. We've had issues with poor lighting or areas of darkness, so we have 14 state-of-the-art LED lights on top of these new utility poles in this general vicinity.
A similar project was just completed at the opposite end of the fairgrounds, here at the Equestrian Center.
We've greatly enhanced the lighting of our outdoor horse arena, which would improve the safety of our riders and our horses, but also improve the overall spectator experience.
Changes have also been made to a few of the livestock barns.
We set up 104 swine pens with a very unique watering system. Our Highland cattle, they're in a new facility. We had to build 64 new pens to house our sheep and goats, which included building a brand new barn office there.
That's not to mention all the general maintenance done by a handful of full-time and seasonal crew members, along with help from the Superior Alliance for Independent Living. The operations manager says while it's a massive undertaking, the dedication of those involved ensures the fairgrounds will be ready for Fair Week.
If you take a look up the midway, it's like the calm before the storm. It doesn't really look like there's much going on, but behind the scenes, it's fast and furious. They work really hard making sure that when folks come on the grounds, they like what they see.
Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News, Escanaba.
The Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne, is dead. He was 76 years old. The three-time Grammy Award winner sold more than 100 million records and is considered one of the greatest singers of all time by Rolling Stone. Jared Hill looks back at his iconic music career.
Ozzy Osbourne rose to fame in the 1970s as the lead singer of Black Sabbath, pioneering heavy metal music along the way. The band's music became a symbol of devil-worshipping and Satanism, though Ozzy, born John Michael Osborne, said he was a member of the Church of England. The Crazy Train singer was known for his crazy antics on stage. He once bit the head off a bat, though admitted he thought it wasn't real, and later was fired from the band due to problems with drugs and alcohol. But Osbourne had a successful solo career and did reunite with Black Sabbath several times over the years.
I've been saying I want to retire. I'll never retire. I'll be always doing something with music. It's what I'm here for.
Younger fans may have been introduced to the Prince of Darkness as the first celebrity dad of reality TV, when he and his wife Sharon and two of their 3 children starred on MTV's The Osbournes in the early 2000s. In 2019, Ozzy was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease and lost his ability to walk, which forced the rocker to cancel a tour. Ozzy did, though, give fans one last thrill, reuniting with Black Sabbath earlier this month for what he called his final live performance. It was a charity concert in his hometown of Birmingham, England.
And I sobbed the whole way through because he's legend.
In a statement, Osborne's family said he was with his family and surrounded by love when he died.
Osborne is one of a handful of artists who has had a top 10 album in the last 6 decades. All right, and Mike Ludlum's going to have your look at sports when we come back. Don't go away.
Do you wonder if playing the same Michigan lottery numbers over and over again improves your odds to win? That's actually a myth. You see, every set of numbers always has the same chance of winning because every drawing is random. Previous results have no effect on future drawings. So know the facts. If it stops being a game, call the helpline or visit our website. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
It's the highlight of the summer, the Marquette County Fair. Livestock, classic cars and tractors, live music and performances, art, games, and of course, the food. With new additions this year, the fair has something fun for everyone. The 2025 Marquette County Fair, August 7th, 8th, and 9th at the Marquette County Fairgrounds. It's fun for all ages.
At Big Valley Ford in Ewan, we're more than just a dealership. We're your hometown partner in finding the perfect ride. With a huge selection of high-quality vehicles, there's something here for every lifestyle and every budget. Looking for value? We've got one of the largest selections of pre-owned Ford trucks in the UP, all in excellent condition and low miles, along with a huge selection of new Broncos and trucks all ready to roll. Experience the Big Valley difference at Big Valley Ford in Ewan.
Just back is sore. Let's go! Ice. Hard. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy hot, just so back.
Choice Hotels gets you more for your money so you can maximize any vacation from the second you log off. Getting rooftop cocktails at the Cambria Hotel.
Yes.
Need anything, email Janet.
But there is no Janet.
Even better. Check into more. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
Good evening, everyone. The Negaunee 11 and 12-year-old Major League Baseball team has reached the semifinals of the state tournament in Saginaw. Negaunee faced Southern Grand Rapids with a chance to reach the championship game. We're going to go right to the 6th inning, no score. Nathan Harvla is going to be able to slide into second, and that gets Negaunee going a little bit. Harvla did a very good job pitching earlier in the game. Then, after getting the second, Callan Johnson, yes, past the right fielder toward the fence, and that was with 2 out. Harville is going to score. Johnson's going to get caught in a pickle between second and third. No big deal. Negaunee leads 1-0. Now, Southern will try and get a rally going in the bottom of the 6th. Alec Petrozic is on base after that hit, so the tying run is on. And the winning run's at the plate. Then Ethan Brower bounces one up the middle. Evan Cardinal, yes, that's what we call a 6-3 double play. And Negaunee back in business. However, Southern another base runner, Will Hamlin. Cardinal says, you're done, fly home. Negaunee takes this one 1-0. Let's hear from the game-winning hitter.
Just thinking to drive the ball. The balls were coming in a lot slower than the first pitcher, but I saw the ball come down the middle and I decided to turn on it.
So describe, so that was it was a fastball that wasn't fast, or was it off speed? What do you think?
Well, it was a fastball, but it wasn't as fast as the first pitcher.
Yeah.
So Negaunee will take on Plymouth tomorrow in the state championship game at 5:30. Shoot, you can leave in the morning and get to Saginaw by 5:30. So nice job, mini minors. Now in the state 8, 9, and 10-year-old minor league softball tournament, Portage Lake reached the state final, defeating Grosse Pointe 17-6. However, the Copper Country squad was turned back by Georgetown in the championship 10-0. Congratulations, Portage Lake, on a very good tournament run. 3 of the 4 finalists in the championship flight of the Upper Peninsula Ladies Golf Association tournament came from the host course. In the first semifinal, Barb Rossi met Saturday's medalist Zoe Woodworth. Both represent the Portage Lake Golf Course in Houghton. And we will start on the 9th hole, which is a 328-yard par 4 from the Silver Tees. And Barb Rossi is looking for birdie. And a pretty good effort here as this one rolls within a foot or so. Moments later, Woodworth, not quite, slides to her right. They have the hole, but Woodworth had a comfortable lead going into the back 9. To the 10th, as you can see, the flagstick near the big back bunker. And Rossi's second shot is pretty darn good. Going to roll up with a little more than 15 feet maybe. Woodworth outdrove Rossi, and she also would have a very nice approach. Even though she ended up closer to the flag, Woodworth had a much curvier putt. They have this hole as well. 2-11, Rossi did not like her second or third shots, and Woodworth put this one in close. She won that hole, eagled the 12th hole from the fairway. Woodworth won the match 7-6, as in she was leading by 7 shots with 6 remaining. The other semifinal had Paxton Johnson of the Escanaba Country Club and Abby Pietla of Portage Lake in a battle of NMU golfers. Johnson's tee shot in the par 3 100-yard 14th hole, pretty darn good. First, Pietla will have the right line on her birdie attempt, but it's going to stop a foot or two short. And Johnson would be up next, and she would roll this one in from, I'd say, about 8 or 9 feet. So she won that hole. 15, par 3, 158 yards. Johnson's birdie attempt. It missed only by a little bit, but there's one problem. The ball kept rolling until it ended up in Chassell Township practically. She missed the comebacker on that one, and that gave Pietla a chance to win this hole, and she will do so. She rolls that one in within a couple inches, so Pietla had a 2-up advantage going into 16. Pietla is a current NMU golfer. Johnson has completed her eligibility with the Wildcats. So on 16, both players had some trouble, but they were able to make up for it a little bit. Pietla did the best here. She rolled that one in really close. Johnson could not sink a putt, and Pietla won this match 3-2. In the championship, Woodworth, a former Colorado Mesa golfer and Calumet native, defeated Pietla in a very good match, 1-up, to claim the 2025 UPLGA title. Grand Blank's Kate Brody, speaking of golf, has captured the 30th annual Phil Cosin, Illinois Women's Open Tournament in Romeoville, Illinois. Brody shot rounds of 69 and 67 for an 8-under par 136. The soon-to-be University of Wisconsin sophomore won the event by 7 strokes. Brody is the daughter of UP Sports Hall of Famer Jen Kangas Brody of Lance, and her dad is named Doug. Just be sure that everybody gets involved. Okay, baseball. Tigers have lost 7 of 8 going into tonight's contest against the Pittsburgh Pirates, and Casey Mize had trouble getting people out in this one. Spencer Horwitz will double the left center field. 2 runners score on the play, and the Pirates in pretty good shape already. Move to the 4th inning now, and Tommy Pham will single to right field, and that gives the Pirates a 5-0 lead. Tigers get back into it on a Jake Rogers 3-run homer, his second of the year. Unfortunately, Tigers didn't get much closer to that. Pirates ended up taking this one tonight by the count of 8-5. Milwaukee and Seattle Brewers trail 1-0 in the late middle innings, and we will be right back.
The Ford Summer Sales Event is going on now through August at Fox Marquette Ford. Get 0% APR for 48 months or $7,500 in rebates on the 2024 F-150. The Ford Summer Sales Event is going on now through August at Fox Marquette Ford. Experience the difference.
A world at your fingertips gives you the advantage. Scan this right now. Weather, local news, community events, amazing video. It's cool. It's all yours. It's free, and it's on demand. Do it. Download the app from 19 News. Now you know.
Direct.
Don't you ever look up at the sky and roll your eyes. You hear me?
Yes. Realistic.
I will maybe have a tendency to spend too much and won't be able to pay your rent.
he holds the line.
I resent it, and I resent you for doing it.
Mathis Court is in session.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS. Sophia Murphy reports at 6 and 11 on WZMQ 19 News.
The Ford Summer Sales Event is going on now through August at Fox Marquette Ford. Lease a 2025 Ford Bronco Sport, Big Bend 4-wheel drive for $459 a month for 36 months with zero due at signing. Fox Marquette Ford. Experience the difference.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Why should you consider re-siding your home? Your home is the largest investment you'll make. Protect it with new siding installed by the experts at the Window Store. We offer a range of affordable, high-quality siding options, including premium ABC seamless steel siding with attractive financing options available. And we install all winter long across the entire UP. Schedule your appointment today and enjoy the Window Store experience for yourself. Your clear choice is the Window Store.
And a final look at your forecast as we head through tonight. Maybe a few leftover raindrops, but really it's tomorrow that we're looking at the better chance for some rain and some storms. So for tonight, yes, these are the low temperatures tonight into the mid to upper 70s. We're already going to start to feel that heat in the overnight, preparing for this tomorrow. Above average temperatures into the 80s for basically everyone. A little bit chilly for Manistee into the lower 70s, but we'll have the humidity. The dew points will be a little bit higher, so it's going to be sticky and it's going to be showers and storms for tomorrow, but we'll be here to track it for you. More in your forecast coming up at 11.
Finally tonight, an exhibit using 2,000 pounds of butter to depict cows and construction workers was unveiled today in Ohio's capital city. Presented by the American Dairy Association Mid-East, the exhibit Pardon Our Dust is on display at the Ohio State Fair in Columbus. A team of 6 sculptors spent about 400 hours to build the buttery sculptures, and 335 of those hours were spent inside the cooler they're stored in, which sits at 46 degrees Fahrenheit.
Seeing how many people come in here and see it, you know, I don't think you can help but like see how important it is there, and like through the dairy, you know, the dairy farmers and the association, and just the tradition of it.
The butter was donated in part by Dairy Farmers of America and will be recycled after the completion of the fair.
There's one problem.
What is it, Mike?
That was Ohio.
Oh, you don't appreciate
Come on, Wisconsin's the dairy state. Run the
That is
Wisconsin
true.
butter.
I didn't even think about it that way, but you are absolutely correct.
I will help you.
Who
on
does
your
Ohio
production
think they are,
values.
Mike? That's all for now, everyone. We'll see you again tomorrow.
From now through July at Fox Marquette Subaru. Lease a 2025 Subaru Outback Premium for $377 a month for 36 months with $3,000 due at signing, or get 1.9% APR for 72 months on select new 2025 Subaru Outback model. Fox Marquette Subaru. Experience